Jake Skin from the Boxed In podcast, delighted to be joined here by Saquib Mehmood. Saquib, just really, this is an introduction to, who you are as a boxer, as a person. So yeah, just a little bit about you. Kind of starting off, I guess, with the amateur career. How did that go for you?
Yeah, so I had around about just under 30 amateur fights. I lost 3, all on splits. I won a national title. I've boxed abroad a few times as well for England. I did a couple of Box Cup international ones, won them all, won Best Boxer award. So yeah, I didn't have as many fights as a lot of amateurs do nowadays, like 60, 70, but I feel like I had enough and it was the right time to turn professional.
Has there been any difference in kind of training with, this is your first kind of training you've had as a pro. Obviously the amateur style's a bit different. Obviously here in Jason Cunningham's gym. Have you found it any different in any way?
Slowing it down was like a really big thing because obviously amateurs you only get like 2-minute rounds or 3-minute rounds and you just gotta be in and out, throw as many punches, just points. But here it's much like take your time, think more. So at first I was trying to learn that to slow it down. Obviously doing more rounds in sparring, 6 and 8 rounds. But I feel like now I've got the hang of it. Just slowing my feet, picking my shots more, just taking my time. So I feel like that was the main transition across.
Why was Jason Cunningham the person that you decided to, start your professional career with?
Jason, obviously, he's had a lot of experience just boxing himself. Obviously, fought at all the way up to world level, and he's won titles all the way up to world level. And being a southpaw himself, long, rangy for the weight, I felt like it fit well for me. So I came here a couple of times to do pads and stuff, and I went to a lot of other gyms, but I felt like I proper gelled in with Jason, so I just stuck to it.
I mean, it certainly isn't a bad gym to, be a part of. You've got the likes of, Terry Harper, Josh Padley. I believe he's someone that you've sparred. I mean, there must be, some pretty good experiences sparring with Josh. I mean, just talk a little bit about those.
Yeah, so I've mainly sparred Josh quite a lot in the gym because when I first came here, we were the same weight. And then, obviously, he fought a southpaw on his first Matchroom show. So I've sparred Josh loads, and obviously it's been amazing to learn from someone who's obviously fought at world level, fighting someone like Shakur. So all I do is I just pick up things from him in and out the ring as well, things he does out the ring or when he's not training, and it's just like it's good to have someone like that, like close to your weight, to look up to as well. So sparring's been really well with Josh as well.
Speaking about sparring as well, Maxi Hughes and Echo Essiman, I believe, 2 names that you've been brought into their camp, and obviously they've used you to spar. Again, they are top level, real, just fringe level world fighters. I mean, to not even have a professional fight yet and to be already part of that camp, again, just shows how highly they do rate you.
Yeah, honestly, that's one thing, like, even though I haven't got the crazy amateur experience, like you just said, I haven't even had my debut yet, but I've been in the ring with multiple world champions. I've sparred Joe Cordina, Josh Warrington, Maxi Hughes. I did Echo's camp just now for Josh Taylor. Obviously, we see he just won. Sparred the likes of Stephen Cairns. Josh is just like, I've done so much sparring at so many different levels, all the way up to world level, and like I know I can perform at that type of level, and I haven't even had a fight yet. So I'm just looking forward to once I get the experience and how far I can actually go, like how much my potential is. So I just can't wait to actually get the fights in, get the rounds in, the experience under all the pressure and the lights, and hopefully what I do in sparring I can do on the big stage as well.
So it's talks of obviously your debut. That must be pretty good to know. It's starting now. The journey is really, ramping up and getting ready to go.
Yeah, like I've been in the gym just sparring everyone, helping everyone out, and I always think like, when's it gonna be my time? But obviously now things are coming together. I should be getting a date hopefully end of October. So that gives me 8 weeks, but I can do the 4 rounds now. So it's just gonna give me more time to work on things. And yeah, to be honest though, I'm kind of nervous. Like when I go to sleep, I'm in my bed thinking, oh no. But it's one of them ones, isn't it? I feel like when it comes and the lights are there and the cameras, I feel like I'll just enjoy it. Because obviously it's my first fight, so just go out there and enjoy yourself.
So you're going to have those nerves though, and I think that's what, it shows that you care, it shows you're passionate about it. If those nerves weren't there, then it's like, well, why am I really doing this? But what is the motivation to do this, to turn pro and, see how far you can go?
With me, it's more like, I started boxing quite late, I'm just turned 22. I started at 16. I got into it for family reasons. My brothers used to box, and it's one of them ones where I felt like my brother stopped boxing for certain reasons, and I felt like It was a family dream, and I really wanted it to make it come true. So I put my head down, I stuck to it, and I never did I think I'd be in a position like this, signed to big management agencies, fighting on a Wasserman show. Never did I think that in my life. I never even used to think about like pro debut and things like that, but it's happened and I'm here. So like you said, I'm going to be on a platform like that, and I just have to make the most of it. You know, opportunities like this don't come around much, so I've just got to take it with both hands.
And obviously your debut hasn't been announced yet, but what can fans expect when they do tune in to watch Saquib Mehmood?
Fast hands, some of the fastest in the country, but you know what it is, sometimes I feel like brawling, sometimes I feel like boxing, so I can do both. So on the day, whatever I feel, that's what I'll do. So whatever fight night says, if I'm in the mood to do some boxing, I'll box and be flashy. But if I'm in the mood for a fight, I'll just double guard and I'll just walk forward. But yeah, whichever one it is.
Do you think that's a good base to kind of have, though, knowing that you are confident in yourself, that if you do need to get into a scrap, get into a fight, you do have the ability to do so, and then also, you know, box off the back foot and, you know, really nicely?
Yeah, I feel like it's good to have two plans, you know, like I feel like most boxers don't really have that, but I know I can do both. And obviously I've sparred the likes of someone like Echo, for example, who's, bear in mind I'm a super featherweight and he's a welterweight, and obviously he's known as the engine. He just comes forward, and obviously to box on the back foot for 6 to 8 rounds, it's like I do that and I do well in sparring, and I'm thinking to myself, when I've got a super featherweight in front of me, someone my own weight, it's going to be easy. So that's how I see it, but I know I can do both. I know I can go forward. I used to love going back in the amateurs, fighting on the back foot, counter punching, because I'm fast. I'm quite reactive as well. So literally whatever happens on the day, whatever my opponent does, I'll just figure him out, and hopefully I get the job done quick.
Now, I know you've not had your professional debut yet, but I was speaking to your brother off camera, and he said you are the next big thing. He believes you can go all the way. I assume you very much agree with that.
Yeah, you know what it is? I feel like I've just got a bit of everything. But every boxer does say that, like, you know, I'm this and I'm that. But genuinely, behind closed doors, people have seen it. You know, world champion trainers, they've seen that I do have a bit of everything. I can box, I can go forward, fast hands. I'm also a southpaw. So, you know, I'm entertaining. I've always been entertaining, even as an amateur. I was always like the fighter that everyone wanted to watch. I always used to win Best Boxer awards. That's just me, but I'm just looking forward to just putting it all together and showing everyone what I'm about. I feel like in a type of way I'm kind of like a secret. Not many people know about me because everything's been done behind closed doors, the sparring, the stories, everything like that. So I just can't wait to get it all out there on a big platform like Channel 5 with Wasserman. So I'm just buzzing for it.
Saquib Mehmood, thanks so much for your time.